Oh my goodness, what are we doing? Look at the time. Look at the time, it's almost 2 a.m. But yeah, we're gonna start a stream. This should be fun. I'm playing on console, so that's gonna be a little bit weird. I gotta make sure I have the correct things. So I have sound, that's good. I'm the correct layout, that's good. Also kind of weird, I forgot. But I have my 4KX, my capture card audio on this starting soon screen for some reason. Why do I have that? I guess in case I wanted to play like camp music. That's like the only thing I could think of. Alright, let's cut that out. Thank you, Yakuza 0 Music. Get our PS5 ambient music going. Alright, hello friends, welcome to a very weird late night, super late night stream. It is 1:30 a.m., but I wanted to do some testing, so I'm doing some testing. What kind of testing, you might think? Well, last time I tried using my capture card, I was having weird audio issues, and I just wanted to make sure that they have been squashed, because since that day, we were trying to play Clair Obscure. I reached out to Elgato, they sent me like some new firmware, and I installed it onto my capture card. It took it fine. So now I'm just going to do like a stress test, basically. And we're going to see if everything works after a few hours, because my issue that I had a long time ago was that... Why is this in HDR? My issue that I had a long time ago was that after a few hours, it would like stop capturing all the audio. So it would work temporarily, but then it would, you know, kind of go back to not working. Hey Dash, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, no, I'm streaming at a really weird time. Also, I gotta make sure I turn off HDR, because I must have it enabled here. Because my monitor just told me, hey, you got HDR, which I don't want. So let's go over here to screen video. Go down to HDR, just turn that off. And that'll kind of reload the capture card. Okay. So now we should be back. Nice. And yeah, so now we're good. Don't want HDR. I was even doing some HDR testing. Still does not look good. So can't have that. We gotta play in SDR when we're streaming. But thank you for tuning in, Dash. Yeah, it's a strange time to be streaming, that's for sure. And I still plan to stream... I plan to stream tomorrow as well at the usual time, like the kind of more normal time. But I'm just doing a quick test stream. You know, I'll probably stream for like a few hours. I'm basically just stress testing my capture card. Even though I don't really use it for much anymore, I don't use it for much, but I still want to make sure that it works. So that when I do need it, it's reliable. HDR off. Nice. Oh yeah, you know what? Hang on. Well, let's turn on live split and everything. Do I want to update live split? No. Shush, live split? Okay. Alright, seems good. Alright, still works. Like I pretty much... Wait, hold on. It's just left, right? Yeah. Okay. And this is even on the splits that I need, so that's good. Right, so let's make a timestamp. Actually, I'm not even going to do timestamps. There's going to be no need. Because I'm basically just going to do one run. This is the type of stream I might even unlist immediately after, just because it's not really going to be like a normal stream where I have a plan and stuff. I'm just testing. So I'm going to go ahead into new game. Doesn't really matter, so I'll just do this one. Yes, overwrite. And new game hard. Okay, so 3, 2... Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. Make sure that I've got the correct settings. Skip cutscene UI on. Yes. Oh, I just learned this. I just learned this as well. Under language, I didn't know they actually added Japanese to the console version. I'm playing on console. In fact, I'm playing on my US copy. Notice on the bottom right, I've got like no time on this game. I only have 21 hours. This is my US copy. And they added Japanese. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to play on it. I did not know they added Japanese to the US copy when they released the complete edition, which is quite nice. So now I can just recommend to anybody who's like, oh, how are you playing on Japanese? Everyone should just have it available now. We're playing on balanced, of course. Ugh. Pilgrim Grain, Chromatic Abbey, all that off. But it's going to be a little bit rough. Just getting used to playing on lower frame rate again, because balanced is on like 55-ish, 55 to 60. Anyway, should be okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, damn it. Hold on, we got to restart. I really want to overwrite? Yes. New game, then choose the save. Then choose the difficulty. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Gyronox. Thank you for tuning in. Do I use a PS5 Pro? No, this is a base PS5, just the normal one. That was updated some patches ago. Yeah, for the complete edition, it makes sense. So like when they released the PC version, it makes sense, I guess. They just decided, you know what? Everybody can play on Japanese. Just a little bit loud. I just lowered it slightly. For me, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But for me, because I'm listening through headphones connected directly to the monitor, it's kind of loud. Alternatively, you could do, like maybe your monitor, this is another reason why I got my specific LG monitor, because they like all still support headphone out, but a comparable Samsung model had no 3.5mm jack. I was like, are you serious? Why not? Is that not a common, like, you know, feature that people want when they're buying these monitors? And I guess not, but if you don't have that, it's fine. You can still listen to the game through, like, audio monitoring through OBS. There'll be a little bit of lag, but it's, like, it's playable. You know, it's playable enough. But since I'm lucky enough to have a headset, like a headphone jack, I'm using it. Hey, Magic and Alaya, good to see you again. Been a minute. First time in months you've been able to catch a live stream, huzzah. Mainly because of vacation time, gotcha. All good. I normally play Stellar Blade at 100 plus FPS. Yeah, so normally we play at 120. Most typically. That is what I'm pretty much always playing at. I've messed around a little bit. I've dabbled with frame gen. I'm playing at 240, but I like 120, rasterized, all normal frames. So since we are playing on New Game Hard, I gotta do more of the combo than I might be used to. So I'm doing the first 4 hits of Onslaught 4. By the way, this is a 0 practice, just raw, jumping in, New Game Hard speedrun. I'll probably die several times. I have not run New Game Hard in months. Let's see, when was the last time I did it? I guess at the beginning of the year. Around the beginning of the year is when I was doing my, my runs, really. That's kind of nice, actually, that he hit me. Probably not great. I should not have spent that beta energy. But whatever. I felt slightly panicked. I'm not gonna lie. I felt a little panicked just because I was in the fire. But that works. Hang on, this works. That's not even enough to kill. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright. I probably do some kind of mixture of beta skills right there normally anyway. I have no idea, I don't remember. I haven't really run New Game Hard. I haven't done a speedrun since I got my sub 4-hour run, which was like my main goal. Oh my gosh, we're getting hit by the projectiles, that's not great. Getting hit by fallen debris. Anyway, avoid the falling debris in your runs. Don't get hit by that. And I have kind of a lot of health, but the nice thing is, we're playing on hard mode, so I should still get one-shot by Brute. That was one thing I wasn't thinking about. So this could be pretty good here, still. He should just one-shot us. Oh my gosh, I'm alive! No! Hit me again, you bastard. There we go. Alright, so we lost 5 seconds, no big deal. Hey Vega, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the $5 donation. Gotta get some sleep, but Merry Christmas since you missed the last stream. Shame I can't enjoy HDR while streaming. You go crazy for HDR? Yeah, it's all good though. I much more value the viewer experience than my own experience, so I can't imagine I would ever be streaming in HDR unless I figure out some kind of good tone mapping solution, because yeah, I tested it earlier today, in fact. I was like, let's just see how bad it looks, and it still looks pretty bad. I did a recording and I was like, yeah, this just looks not like, it doesn't look accurate at all. But yeah, I hope you get some good rest. Thank you for dropping by anyway, even if just for a moment. Oh, shout out also to Ethanra earlier who dropped by before going to bed. And I understand it's a very weird time. I normally don't stream at this hour. The only time I would be live at this hour at almost 2 a.m. Eastern time is if like I was doing some big marathon stream and, you know, like a 12-hour stream and we were finishing up around this time. I mean, I did this recently a couple times. We did 2 12-hour streams very recently because of Clair Obscur, and it was very much worth it. Okay. Oh, shoot. This is on console. That means I gotta press circle to close out those menus. Oh, that's gonna be so hard to remember to do. I remembered it right there, but I was conscious about it. Roa. Am I gonna grab my extra experience? No, I don't think so. I'm not going to. There's no need. Because I'm playing on patched. A patched version of the game. So I can't do the ambush skip. No, don't do that. Stop it, both of you guys. You guys are villains. Alright, anyway, this is a forced camp, which is why the fact that I took some damage there is not a big deal. We are doing new game, hard. I have to sit down at this camp and watch the cutscene. It is 10:45 a.m. in your country. So 9 hours ahead, okay. So typically when I start, it's like almost midnight for you. Do I still play the console version more than PC? I haven't played on this since PC came out. There's like no point in playing this. It is completely redundant. But the reason in case you missed it earlier, the reason I'm streaming from the console version right now is just to test something specific with my capture card. So I'm basically doing like a big long stress test, just to make sure that my capture card is still working when I do need it, in case I ever need it in the future. But yeah, I haven't played this since PC came out. And yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I should sort of quickly get used to, do I kill this guy? I'm not gonna kill this guy. Maybe I do normally kill that guy, whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna pretend like I don't kill that guy normally. And I don't grab that chest, but I am gonna grab this chest. So the stream title is, I'm doing some kind of routing testing. I want this guy to walk towards me, because I just want to see if the route that I want to do would work as far as one thing, and that is my routing for... And that is my routing for the nano elements. So I need a specific amount of nano elements before Maelstrom 1. So I'm going to do things like I normally would, and just hopefully everything works out. Because for anybody who's been watching me for a long time, if you remember my sub 4-hour New Game Hard speedrun that I did like in March, like 9 months ago basically, I went a very weird path. Like I went way out of my way in the Wasteland, and I got an extra box of nano elements and an extra box of drone upgrade modules, which I don't really necessarily need. The more important thing was the nanos, but I have since found some different nanos I can pick up, and so we're just going to see if everything works out better this time. But the reason I have the timer running is just so that you understand that I'm kind of doing speedrun testing. But also, like I said earlier, we haven't done this in so long, I'm going to most likely die. Guaranteed I'm going to die several times. So, That hit a little bit. That was pretty good. Oh my gosh, you're alive? Okay, who else? Okay, that was not bad actually. I'm happy with how that went as long as this guy explodes. Wait right here. Run away. That was not good. Alright, that was pretty bad. However, this can save me. Nice. Alright, so at least I didn't have to fight him longer than I did. Because that could have been worse. I think my mistake there was I didn't hit all the barrels with my swipe. So, oh, I can test something now that I haven't done in a run yet, which is you can actually jump across to the ladder all the way from over here. Hopefully this works first try. Nice. Yeah, so that's something that I just randomly experimented with and found. I was doing like, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was testing out my 240 Hz monitor. And I was just like running around 807 doing some testing. And then I just tried that jump and I was like, oh, that's cool. Is that a 100, or is that a 244? Is that a 240 Hertz thing? Maybe it is. I don't know. And then I tried it on 120. I was like, oh, it works on 120? And then I tried it on 60 and it still worked. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. So yeah, pretty cool. Oh my gosh, please die. Nice. So, little mini skip there. It saves a tiny bit of time. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab some health upgrades. I will grab one health upgrade. I think one health upgrade will be suitable to where I'm at right now. I believe when we did the sub 4 hour run, I grabbed 2 health upgrades, but you know, I mean, I played more since then. We got a hitless run of the bosses. I don't feel like that much like I would need the second health upgrade, so I think one health upgrade will be fine. Hopefully this works out. This is kind of cool playing on English. Last time since you were able to watch was almost a year ago. Have there been any new major glitches or exploits? Oh yeah, tons. I mean, since when the PC version came out, the game was completely broken open. Or we're playing glitchless though, so we're not going to do any of that stuff, of course. So this is going to be close to like what I did, you know, 9 months ago. So basically 1 pregnancy ago is when I got my my sub 4 hour run, and I'm going to be doing pretty much a similar, like the exact same route. I'm going to grab Blink here. We got to train it. And let's see if they change the hotkey to get out of training mode, because it used to just be start. Oh yeah, you got to press start and L2. That carried over from PC. It used to just be start. And I'm going to grab my assault, because I like having assault right there. Nice. And I can now leave. Okay, sweet. Hey Trudy, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you. Iconic fit. Thank you. You like my shirts? I appreciate it. I'm kidding. I know we're talking about the default outfit here. It is a very iconic. And it matches my Eve behind me, so... Let's see some... Oh my gosh, hang on a sec. Deal some damage here. My microphone cable is in a weird spot that I'm not used to having it here, so... Man, playing on console comes with its disadvantages, that's for sure. Because when I play on PC, my microphone cable isn't in the way at all. 1 and 2. But now it's kind of in the way, kind of annoying. I just realized something. 1, 2. I gotta make sure I use my triplets, because these are gonna be long boss fights. Meaning, I have lots of time to get my energy back. So, yeah, I can definitely use triplet every time. 1 and 2. Oh, that sucks. 1, 2. I have to remember as well that I don't have a gun, so I can't do aim cancels yet. 1, 2. One, 2. I'm gonna spend my triplet here. Because I want to break his shield. There it is. 1, 2. There's phase 2. I'm trying to just save the retribution there. So that worked out. That was good. Triplet. Alright. I'm gonna heal. And then work on another retribution. And we're like 2 minutes. 2 minutes out. 3 minutes. Actually, this is pretty good time, I think. I wonder why I was so slow last time. Granted, this was a really long time ago. I don't know. I actually gotta make sure I heal here. I really don't want to die. Oh, that hit him? Oh, nice. 1 and 2 and 3. Alright, one more. Charge up some energy. I already feel the difference playing at 60 FPS. Or whatever. We're probably around 55 right now. Abaddon is a pretty intensive boss fight. Graphically, anyway. Don't do that. 1, 2. Bam and bam. Break the shield. Red string. Don't do that. Now I'm going to start charging energy for the next section. 1 and 2 and 3. This should put us close. Alright. Surprisingly, still decent time. Still decent time. I will only use beta at this point if he does a... what's it called? Lightning. 1... 2 and 3. I lied. I'm gonna do one right there. 1, 2. Back up. Like right there. That's worth doing it. Okay, and now we break the shield. Do the split. Or hit the QTE. Alright, so I did end up being a little bit slower. That was also a pretty sloppy fight. T-shirt is amazing. Thank you. It's actually a pajama shirt I got from Uniqlo. Hello, Max Cannon Slider. Thank you for tuning in. You guys were just gushing over her shoes in the Discord earlier. GG, thank you. That got pretty risky there towards the end. Which means I'm actually going to take this, because I don't want to die. So I'll just get my heals back. Not my shoes, not my heels, my healing items. Alright. Right, so this is one of the first boxes that I normally wouldn't pick up, but now I am picking up because, yeah. And I'm going to skip another thing I'm going to do that's weird. I'm going to skip the chain type exospine. I would normally always grab it, but I don't want it anymore. Don't really care for it at this stage. I'm going to take some backstabs if I can get them. Because I do care about the experience. If I can get it. Like right here, those two guys, they were free. Since I'm skipping the whole chain type exospine, I'm going to be missing out on some experience that I would normally grab. So, you know, take advantage where I can. Hopefully this Barnacle lines up with my perfect. That's insane, actually. Barnacle was in a great spot. I'm going to go single off this guy. Break the shield. One. I kind of want to kill this guy with a retribution if I can. 1. Alright, let's break the shield. He's going to probably do his acid. Yep, there it is. Run away from that. Alright, that should kill him. That works for me. Turn around. For these bonnets, the car bonnets, I like doing triangle square. I used to do like... What did I used to do? I don't remember. I think I used to do square, square, square. But triangle square feels faster and it feels pretty good. Really good fight, to be honest. GG's. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, again, I have no expectations. Had I died there, I would have been like, yep, not surprised. Let's do a quick cutscene skip here. I think we hit it. So Dozer should have spawned in. Nice, and he did. We don't fight Dozer, though. I am going to go all the way around, and I'm going to go fight the guys over here. I'm doing a couple things over here. Number one, I'm going to grab the body core. Number two, I'm going to grab the chest that has relevant stuff. Those are still chasing me? Aw, come on. Piss off with that. Okay, those are pissed off. That's fantastic. That's what I wanted. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Sent a few pictures which he generated on the Discord. Thought it's really cool. I saw actually, yeah, the AI stuff. I might need to make some kind of filter or something for AI stuff because, you know, we don't really want AI content. Nobody really wants that, right? But if, you know, I might make like a, if it becomes like something where there's a lot of it, I might just make like a little channel for it. That way it's separated. But if it's just what we saw today, shouldn't be a big deal. I think it'll be fine. The Discord should survive. Aw, that sucks. I died. I actually died. Unironically. Yeah, so there I was going for a backstab and I had it lined up, but I don't know, I kind of just messed up the input maybe, or at the very last second that guy noticed me. Now, the only thing that really sucks about this is that now I'm going to have potentially extra experience. But that's okay because the experience matters less than the other stuff. What I really want to check is the nano element routing. I gotta make sure that works. And like half of these enemies I can skip, so that's fine. So yeah, we don't even have to fight anything here. And just run away. Dozer should give up around this corner. But yeah, like these guys are here. Normally I wouldn't have to kill them again. But that's fine. It's kind of unavoidable since I died. Now, let's see if I can't get the backstab. Those are left. Good. I can get the backstab from the left side, too. I'm gonna wait. Once this guy's, like, at the end of his... Like, he's gotta be, like, at the edge of his patrol. He still saw me. Alright. Unfortunate. Wow, it got so framey right there. Wow, that does not happen on PC. Did this always used to happen? I don't know. Maybe it did. 1 and 2. I don't like this at all. Anyway. Yeah, fighting those guys sucks. If I get a backstab though, it's totally fine. However, what I'm getting here isn't even that necessary. I'm kind of used to grabbing this stuff. Because if I wanted to, I could grab... Like, I could make up the drone upgrade module. I could get that somewhere else. And the Omnibolt, I can also make that up. So, like, there's other solutions. If I wanted to avoid running around this way, I could do something else. But anyway. Something else I'm going to try. I'm going to grab the free experience here. Since it's an assault kill, it just feels so quick, I may as well get that experience. Oh, another thing I really wanted to try. I want to try getting Punishing Edge. So I used to always get Descending Break, but I want to try Punishing Edge out in an actual run. Because I think... I don't know, it shows a lot of promise. A lot of promise. Okay, now I'm going to grab this chest. Okay. And then from there... I'm going to grab this experience here. Although, now that I think about it, I don't really need that either. I'm going to kill the exploding guy. One and two, delay and three. That's so shocking. Oh my goodness, I was like, this guy's dead. Okay, let's just keep going anyway. That guy, I was like, alright. He's got no health left. I was number one. At first I was working on the Retribution. And then I was like, huh. Any attack will kill him. So I'll just try to get squeeze my one attack in. And they were exactly evading everything. Amazing. That's fun, that's fun. Alright, well... I'm gonna get a tiny bit more experience that I wanted to. Again, we've died twice now on this split. Hopefully this dozer leaves me alone real fast. I'm gonna break line of sight by climbing this. Hope that does something. Kind of took a really weird path, but... Okay. Yeah, the Guardian is here. Oh man, that's brutal. That is brutal. That's brutal, man. Okay. Well, at this point, I guess I don't really gotta worry about the experience. If I can at least test my nano elements thing, I'll be happy. I can stop the timer. This was never gonna be a complete run anyway. I was planning to stop around Matrix anyway. Because a full run would take roughly 4 hours. Well, a lot longer now that we've died a few times. But a full run is roughly 4 hours. And I'm not trying to be up till 5 AM, but you know, like an hour or something. That's why this stream, very likely, I will unlist immediately, because it's not going to be a full stream like normal. And I'm going to be streaming later today anyway. In fact, we're going to be finishing our casual playthrough. So I look forward to that. Okay, let's see. I think we broke line of sight with the dozer, which is nice. 1 and 2. Please stop it. Alright. 1, 2, and blink. So I'm not going to make the same mistake as earlier. This time I'll just parry him and kill him. Is that a different timing than... Whatever. Usually when they put their tail up, it's about a full second. Or something like that. Typically, with the baby spiders, they'll put their tail up and I'll say 1 and 2, and on 2, it's the parry timing. But the big spider, I don't know. I don't fight that enemy very often. I am very happy that my new jump works on 60 FPS on console even, because I had not tested it on console. I've only tested it on PC at 60 FPS. That's nice. But yeah, that was earlier. That was the jump across, like, that very first body of water, right after the ambush. Saves probably like 2 or 3 seconds. 6 buck 6 B. Okay, and then coming up, we've got Flood Commercial Sector. There, I don't do anything different. The only chests that I'm going to grab that are different are going to be in Xion and in Altess Levoire proper. So right before we actually fight Maelstrom 1. Which is the main thing I'm testing for. Oh, we didn't get very good luck on the Omnibolts this time. Alright, here I'm going to grab this and this. I'm going to wait on Beta Chain. Why am I waiting on Beta Chain? Well, I don't know. I was thinking also of, I want to mess around with a lot of things, but I was thinking I kind of want to get Shield Breaker. 3861. I think Shield Breaker would be really good. At least now I have like this muscle memory of using Shield Breaker a bunch. So I wanted to test it out. I wanted to just try it in a run. Because it's my favorite beta skill. So, and also I don't want to put so much money or SP into Overdrive. So there's a couple things I want to mess with. To be honest, I kind of want to route my SP similar to how I do it in a hitless playthrough. Which is, I would get, I mean, we don't research any beta skills there, but I would research Punishing Edge, max it out, and I delay my overdrive speed until like the very end of the game, and I just put all my SP into overdrive damage. So, I think that would work out better, because at least now, from playing on, you know, minimum preset, I'm pretty used to not having maxed out overdrive, and, you know, it feels fine. I don't mind it at all. Like, the speed doesn't make too much of a difference anyway. More than anything, I just care about overdrive for the interrupt and for the damage output. Okay. Alright, so let's see. For this one, this section, we've got a couple things that I don't even remember if I was doing at the time. Last time we did a speedrun of this, so... first of all, the first enemy here that's petrified I can ignore completely. And this would go into the... So, this is why it kind of sucks that I died earlier, because this goes into testing for SP. But this guy gives you a little bit of experience, but I'm just going to run around him and then pick this up. And so we, you know, we save a little bit of time there. And then in this next encounter, I'm going to kill just the spiders and run around the other petrified dude. So right around here, just stick to the left. Nice. Double AU oboe. So it'd be kind of nice to know how much experience I really have. But we had to kill a couple enemies a couple times, and so our experience isn't accurate anymore. Hey Requiem Witch, thank you for tuning in. Good luck with the stream, and hope everyone's doing well. Likewise, likewise. I'll be back tomorrow at the normal time. So it's kind of just like a very weird, one-off, strange late-night stream. So rest assured, you're not missing too much. Oh, I did it again. I've been doing that recently in casual hitless runs. Alright, stop doing that. Wait, I did it again? What? Was I holding it down maybe? I guess so. That's not even on purpose. This is actually nice that this has happened twice, because I can look at my inputs and see what the hell I'm doing, but I must be holding down circle a little bit too long. That's the only explanation I can think of. So I guess I'm being a little bit heavy-handed there. Anyway, here we can do a little cutscene skip if I just stick to... Well, I didn't do it, but if you jump to the right, like stay as close to the fence as you can skip that little clock tower cutscene. Alright, this is 1225. Then we got Corruptor, Tower of, or Hall of Records, Construction Zone, Gigas. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say, I don't miss playing on this version at all. Like, it's fine. But now that I've played on PC for, you know, an extended period of time, I don't want to play on this. So, what I'm more likely to use my capture card for in the future... That was a nice dodge. What I'm more likely to use my capture card for in the future is any kind of, like, PS5 exclusive, or any kind of random game where it's just, like, you know, free for PS Plus people, where I'm just, like, playing it on PlayStation to save money instead of buying it on PC. That is the main use I still have for my PS5. Or if it's like a PS5 exclusive, I guess. Here I can also avoid fighting this guy. I got it, nice. Saves a little bit of time. Because I'm just gonna backstab him on the way out. Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I know it's a really weird hour. In case you missed it though, the reason I'm streaming right now is I'm playing on console to test my capture card. I'm doing like a stress test. And so I figured while we're here, I kind of wanted to check out my route and see where I'm at with the nano elements. So we're kind of just doing like a little speedrun routing right now. So it's going to be like an impartial playthrough. A partial playthrough. So this guy should be walking backwards now. Nice. And there's just a backstab. So that's obviously faster than fighting him. So that's pretty nice. Those are just little stealth things. Those like little stealth plays we've learned from doing random challenge runs in the past. By the way, if you have not changed your bed sheets yet, change your bed sheets. You cannot go into the new year with old bed sheets. They should be fresh. I just changed mine right now, like right before the stream. And yeah, it's nice. I'm not even wearing a hat right now. Dude, this is like a very weird stream. I'm in my pajamas, no hat. I typically wear a hat backwards when we stream. Just for maximum focus, or something, I don't know. Well, yeah, I didn't feel like putting a hat on. The only thing I'm missing is my cat. I don't know where he ran off to. It's funny because like it's cold outside. It's not really cold. It's probably like 13 degrees or something. Or maybe, I don't know, 70 degrees? Anyway, it's chilly. It's chilly and it's windy. And I opened the door thinking like, he's not gonna like this. Because I went out for some food earlier and he was just like, oh, I'm good. Normally he's always excited to run outside, even briefly before I tell him, alright, back inside. But if it's ever really bad weather, I like to open the door for him. If it's raining or if it's cold, I like to show him, hey look, this is what it's like outside. That way he might think it's always like that outside. That way he'd be less inclined to want to, you know, escape. Even though my cat's going to be turning, he's going to be turning 4, or like, he's turning 4 or 5. I don't know his exact birthday. But very soon, in February, he's turning about 5 or 4, whatever. And, you know, he's always lived here in my house. And he's just trying to escape all the time. I don't know what his problem is. As if he doesn't have it made. Food. Delicious wet food and dry food. Twice a day. A water fountain. He's got tons of space to explore. Maximum attention. He's the only pet in the household. Yet he hates it. He hates it here. I guess once a stray, always a stray. You know what I want to play soon? I want to play Stray, like the cat game. It was free on PS Plus recently. And yeah, I want to play it while I can. Alright, here's Corruptor. 1 and 2, 3. 1, okay. One and 2, 3. Not much damage. 1 and 2, 3. Had to drive to head back home. Alright, drive safely. 1 and 2, 3. Spend a triplet here. Oh, I don't like that. Damn, it's so framey. Oh my goodness, I don't remember this game being so framey on console. And then again, I guess maybe I was Stockholm syndromed into thinking it was very smooth. I mean, it was smooth. Huh. I guess just now that I've experienced, you know, better frame rates, I'm noticing things more because I've been playing, you know, on PC for a while now. 1 and 2, 3. Oh yeah, just like when Corruptor did his little fountain attack, I noticed it got framing. Probably dropped to about 50. 1 and 2, 3. Oh, he's doing this. I should have just done a triplet, but I didn't have the energy, so... Right there, it dropped to, like, probably 45 to 50 FPS. Damn. I guess that attack has a lot of particles on screen, so it's not that weird. 1 and 2. Alright. That's good. 1 and 2, 3. One and 2, 3. Alright, we're gonna be really close. After this. Very, very close. But I want to save my energy because I might have to triplet some... Are you serious? He's doing this? Like the slowest attack? Alright. Oh, I died. And we don't have... Oh my gosh, I don't have WB pumps. What was I gonna do? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I wanted to spend my triplets on freaking cricket slashers. Alright, let's do the fight again. This is good practice anyway. That's kind of funny. The fight was over. I probably could have just walked up and done a rush and killed him during his big acid attack, but I don't like walking into that. Okay, let's do this again. One and 2, 3. Restring. 1 and 2, 3. One and 2, 3. Oh yeah, another thing is that we're playing, obviously, at this stage in the game. We don't have a focus boost. That's something I definitely have to practice with again. Which we could get used to. When you go to Great Desert and move close to where Abaddon's shooting lightning in the air, the game loses frames on base PS5. I believe you. 1 and 2, 3. I completely believe you. Oh my gosh, that killed me for real. Wow, rough. Oh, by the way, since I guess you were driving away, I did mention about the AI stuff. I might have to make a filter or like some kind of channel just for that, because, you know, obviously I don't want AI stuff. I guess what's the word? Spamming the Discord. But I think if, you know, if it's just like that little bit that we got today, I think we should be okay. So I think the Discord will be safe and sound. We shouldn't have like an AI problem. But if it does become a problem, I will absolutely make a channel separate for it, and it'll just be like something you can toggle off. That way anybody who doesn't want to see that stuff, because I don't want to see that stuff, they can just toggle it off and never have to see AI. But I think we're okay for now. 1 and 2, 3. Bam. Recommend switching to prioritize frame rate. It's much better. I think I'm gonna keep playing on what I've played 1,000 or 800 hours on. But thank you for the suggestion. It's just been a minute. I haven't played on console in, I haven't played on console in 6 months. So yeah. Yeah, I've always played on balanced just because I care about the viewer experience more than my own experience, and the game looks much prettier on balanced. I did check out frame rate on, like when the demo came out, and it doesn't look good, so I haven't thought about it since. 1 and bam, bam. Apparently, this is one of those games that's actually really good on PS5 Pro if you have a PS5 Pro. No way, that killed me again? Okay. Jeez. That's pretty brutal. I mean, yeah, no wonder I'm afraid of that fountain attack. I've probably died to that attack many times in the past, and that's why I always step back from it. Alright, let's get it done. Let's get it done. I'm not gonna get stonewalled by a corruptor. Not today. Not today. Not me. I kind of wish that I did grab 1 and 2, 3. Kind of wish I grabbed Beta Chain now. Now that I think about it. I was trying something weird and just researching Lightning Rush. 1 and 2, 3. But in retrospect, nah. Beta Chain is like the most reliable way to stop the fountain attack. So not having it is something I feel immediately. If you feel like it, you can make it the AI channel. I was thinking about whether posting it or not, but the results were good, so I had to do it. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want AI stuff on... I don't have a rule about it, but when I saw that, I was like, oh, I might have to make a rule. Because I definitely don't want AI anything on the Discord. I don't think... I mean, it's probably like... I mean, obviously, you understand, like, AI is not really like a popular thing, right? For art stuff. But, you know, I was kind of busy today, and so I didn't really think about it too much. It's just something that if it gets out of hand, I will just delete everything related to AI, and I'd rather not even have a channel. Thinking about having a channel kind of is like, ugh. Thinking about having something dedicated to AI is kind of like, ugh. But until it becomes a problem, I'm not really going to worry about it, and then I'll kind of just see... I'll do some polling for channel members to see what they think. 1 and 2, 3, because it's ultimately up to channel members what we do there. You'd love Cable Guys to make Eve controller holder figurine one day. 1 and 2, 3. I don't know. Start a petition, maybe. If they see there's demand, maybe they'll do it. I don't know about Cable Guys, but controller holders can be nice, I guess, for people who like them. Personally, I always keep my controllers in drawers because I don't want to worry about stick drift. I've never had stick drift on a controller outside of my Switch, and it could just be due to the fact that I always keep my controllers in drawers. So, you know, dust is the #1 enemy for potentiometers, and so if you have like a holder, it's just gonna get dusty, you know. So anybody who has had issues with stick drift in the past, if you've got one of those like what's it called? Like charging stands, and you leave it there like for extended periods of time, could be one of the reasons why you get drift. So anyway, not for me, but for anybody who does like that stuff, I guess the best way to maintain it would just be like, don't leave them on there all the time, or keep them covered with a towel if you're going to be away from it for a long time, like some kind of microfiber towel. That way you don't just, you know, drift your controllers for no reason. 1 and 2, 3. At any rate, Stellar Blade. This is our like 4th time fighting Corruptor. I'm not gonna die again. I refuse to allow it. 1 and 2, 3. I say that and immediately get hit. Good advice. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's very solid advice. Don't let your controllers get dusty. Otherwise, don't be shocked that you got stick drift, you know? 1 and 2, 3. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna be extra safe. Do a blink, alright. One and 2, 3. Bam. Step back. I'll just be patient. And then don't get one shot by this. Alright, so I just ran away from it that time. 1 and 2, 3. Okay. Finally passed Corruptor. Jeez. That took way too long. Goodness. The difficulty in this run is definitely front-loaded. I mean, I made that fight harder for myself because I didn't get beta chain, because I was just testing something. Don't like it. Doesn't feel good. I would get beta chain. I'm not going to do that again like that. But the other one is Gigas. Gigas is like the first like big boss. And not having damage for Gigas is felt a lot, I think. It's like a really long boss fight, to be honest. As for performance, between performance and balance, there's little difference. So it's your choice at the end of the day. For you, you didn't see any difference graphics-wise. Alright, yeah, I mean, to each their own. You know, if you don't mind 1080p, I definitely mind 1080p. And, you know, like I said earlier, I care about the stream quality, so... If you're not streaming and you don't care, depending on the monitor you're using, you might not even really be able to tell on, you know, there's so many factors. When I tried it during the demo, I was like, wow, this looks not good. So that's why I haven't looked back since. Balanced has been, you know, very solid. I've been happy playing on balanced. While you know, back when there wasn't a PC release. So it's going to just take a little while for my eyes to get used to it. And then, you know, what's funny is that as soon as my eyes get used to looking at this, we're going to be done playing on console again. I'm going to go back to PC because we're just doing, again, we're doing video card testing for anybody who's just tuning in, and I appreciate you. Anybody who's here now or was here earlier, and maybe you missed it. But yeah, we're doing some video card testing, and so I just thought I would do a little bit of routing. So I'm specifically routing some nano elements just to see how everything lines up. Because... by the time we get to Maelstrom 1, I gotta have a certain amount of nano elements, and so that's what I'm testing now. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab the first ID card. That's 1. Love this game. Hey, Devark Boss, thank you for tuning in. Or Devork Boss? Devark. No, it's Devark. My eyes did not deceive me. You know, it's 2 a.m. here, so I'm always kind of like, did I read that correctly? Oh, you know what? Let me get some damage. Hang on. Just in case I gotta fight that guy upstairs. If I end up fighting the Cricket Butcher, I want the damage upgrade. Also, I'm gonna grab Omnibolt right here. If we're lucky, we'll get 2. That's 2. Very nice. That's excellent luck. Hell yeah. Alright, now... Alright, so I'm gonna wait. Just let that guy turn around. Aw, man, I botched that. Okay, we bisected him. Gotta press this. Played the game for the 16th time, did all the side missions, can confirm that the return to client feature is completely gone, unfortunately. Crazy. Okay. Here's a second ID card. Oh, I got an extreme polymer there. I don't know if that's a guaranteed drop, but I don't know. I haven't really looked for that kind of stuff, you know, in previous playthroughs, but I think that might be an kind of like a actual static drop. And so if we always get an extreme polymer there, that's nice, because that's what we're going to be short on. The extreme polymer is going to be like the most limiting thing we can get in this speed run. I didn't get a backstab. I'm just going to fight him. One and two. One, two. One. Oh my gosh. Just heal. Don't die. One, two. Alright, we should have it here. Ideally, I would backstab that guy, but it didn't really work out for us, so. One and two. One. Okay. One, two. I'm gonna drop him because I have a grenade. I just noticed. One, two, three. Man, this is where it really hurts not having beta chain. Goodness gracious, we have made this so much harder. For no reason. I guess I'll just get it now. My one little experiment made Corruptor way harder. And it made even just these basic enemies way harder to fight. Okay, now I know. My logic was that I don't really need... I was thinking, like, I don't really need it necessarily, but holy hell, the difference in not having beta chain, it's not great. Sucks since it's useful for missions that are in 807 and Matrix. Because of it, you discovered a glitch that's still promised to post in Discord. Alright, sounds good. Even right there, it got so framey. Can I get a... Nah, we didn't get a backstab. Interrupt. Look at that, how much simpler that is. One. Okay. One, two. One. Alright, but then, this dude right here, this bastard. One, two, three. One and two. One, two, three. Post it through your channel. Can't upload a normal video without paying for a subscription. Yeah, no pressure. For Discord, if you're talking about like the Discord file, the file limit for that, I usually just use CapCut to compress videos. It works really well. Not sponsored, but it does work really well. You can make file sizes so small just by like reducing the frame rate and the resolution. Not to mention on Discord, you know, people watching on their phones, they can't really tell the difference anyway. We got an Omnibolt slot, nice. So that's typical. Then for here, I would get Rush, which is what I did, and then I will get Focus Boost. So going into Gigas, I would have Blink as always, Focus Boost, my Infinite Rush, and then Beta Chain, and that's it. if I actually, let's think about this. If I wanted to grab Shield Breaker, because like, okay, maybe instead of this costs 2. I could get, actually, let's try it right now. I don't have any SP initializers, I'll buy one. So the reason I've always liked, while we're testing stuff, I may as well try it. The reason I've always liked Lightning Rush and Infinite Rush in the past is because Gigas has some attacks where he'll jump away from you. But, is that ambush there? It is. I could also skip getting this. Let's see, this costs 1. I was thinking, what if I do a planned SP initializer? Like, I'll just save myself 1, and then 1, 2. Just to get this. Shieldbreaker deals additional damage to enemy shields. Gigas. Gigas is a 2-phase boss. So, like, I think I'd rather just have this deal more damage, straight up. Then again, once you get the shields down, temporarily deals more damage to shields when attacking enemies after using Shield Breaker. Kinda just want more attack power. Then again, what if we just... Let's try this, because actually I forgot, I didn't put on the Shield Destruction gear. Well, let's see, if I've got Shield Destruction gear on, put that on. And if I've got Shield Breaker with the 1 upgrade, how effective is that against Gigas? So I'll just unresearch ambush and do this. And then actually, once I'm practiced, I don't really need this. Tip, I remember in my speedrun before, I would not get focus boost until like Shael, much later in the game. So I could use those 2 SP to get like damage boost as well, if I wanted to go hard on Shield Breaker. And actually, now that I think about it, if I'm doing this, if I'm going to just rely on... Hang on a sec, let's try something. Let's try another thing. Doing it by zip sounds complicated. Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend doing that. That does sound complicated. I don't zip up anything. Just, for me personally, I just use CapCut. It's just like a free software on your phone. Just to make videos smaller. I mean, it's an editing software, but then you can also just use it to resize things. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use another SP initializer. So yeah, I kind of like this idea. I would go in, I would always get ambush to start for the parking tower and to backstab some enemies, like throughout memory tower, potentially in construction zone with a little bit of luck, we'll get some free backstabs. And then I'll have beta chain for corruptor, then unresearch that, and then just get this. Get more damage. And then come over here while we have 1. I guess I could grab this. Recharges more beta energy when an attack lands. Is that better than this? Increases the amount of beta energy recharged with a successful perfect parry. Yeah, I think this is better. Alright, now let's try fighting Gigas. And I'm open to this for Gigas. Like, I want to get beta chain in a bit. Like, a little bit later. Like, that definitely I would have it for Matrix. But my logic is, with Gigas specifically, sometimes my attacks can whiff, like my beta chain attacks. So, and I wanted to mix in using Shield Breaker because, you know, we've been using it so much doing our hit list stuff that I think it'd be cool to mix in Shield Breaker. So I'm going to try this out. Oh, and I'm going to get a health upgrade right here too. Health upgrade here. Wait a minute. Should I grab the other? It doesn't matter for this run. Doesn't matter, but if I were doing a full run, I think I would grab the one behind us in construction zone. Because let me think. That'd be this. That'd be 1 full upgrade, and then this one right here would be 1 of 3. Then I would get 1... Oh, in Matrix 11, in the swimming area right after Juggernaut, then I would get the 3rd one before Taki. That'd be 2 health upgrades. And that'd be it. That's if I wanted 2 full health upgrades. Yeah. Seems good. Hey, Roke. Good to see you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning. What's more rare than your late night stream is that you're watching you live early in the morning. I know, it's weird, isn't it? It's a weird feeling. So I'll just explain what we're doing for for you and anybody else just tuning in, but I'm doing some not graphics card. I'm doing some capture card testing. So I'm actually playing on console right now, which is a very weird, unusual thing to say or to see. Oh look, E92M3. But I am doing testing because I've had issues with my capture card recently, and I wanted to do a little bit of a stress test. So I thought I would knock out 2 stones with 1 bird and just test a little speedrun route stuff on console while I stress test my capture card. So that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, my eyes are slowly getting used to this again, but it's definitely weird going back to playing this at low FPS. You know, sub 60. I'm gonna kill this guy. I think that's good. 15%. That gave me 9% experience. That's pretty good. This guy I'm not gonna bother though. I'm gonna leave that guy alone. Excuse me. Coming through. One and 2. I'm gonna grab this Omnibolt because why not? Is my console a base PS5? It is. Yes, I'm base PS5. Playing on balanced, which is what I've always played on. So our first 800 hours of Stellar Blade was on this balanced mode. And then obviously on PC we play at 120. And I have about 200 hours, almost 200 hours now on PC. So combined for about 1,000 hours. But you know, it's pretty good. I mean, it's funny because like when we played this initially on console, back when there wasn't a PC version, I was like, oh man, this game is really smooth. And it is overall, but now I'm noticing more like in my memory, I only remember a few spots where it would drop frames, especially in Spire. But now I'm noticing, oh my goodness, when they do that attack, that should be a lot faster. That slowdown isn't there on PC. So it's definitely like it's a very much like a privileged complaint. But you know, even just like playing like a random, if any kind of like PS2 game, whatever you're playing. If you're playing like a random PS2 game or PS1 game that runs at like 30 FPS, after playing it for like a few hours, your eyes just get used to it. Your eyes will trick you into thinking it is very smooth. So there's an adjustment period, but it's funny. By the time I adjust, we'll be done playing already. By the time my eyes adjust, I'll be done. Mostly what I'm checking right now is some routing with nano elements. I just want to make sure that everything works like I want it to. And while I'm at it, I'm testing out some weird stuff with Gigas. I'm gonna grab this experience, why not? So I'm trying out Shield Breaker just to see if it's any good. Against, specifically, Gigas. So, as you can see, my rush is short. Normally, for this fight, I would have infinite rush. We don't right now. But instead I have a double upgraded Shield Breaker. I upgraded it twice to deal more damage to shields and to deal more attack damage, just in general. One charge. Does that not do 2 flips? I guess it doesn't. Wow, just 1 flip? Okay, that's not great. I don't know if that's worth it then. That's so minor. That's so little. 1 and 2. I already think I don't like this. 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. You actually notice the same kind of difference when switching to PS5 Pro. Not as extreme, because it's not 120 FPS, but it doesn't drop from 60, at least you didn't notice. Yeah, PS5 Pro, it gives you an 80 FPS mode. And, you know, as far as I know, it's pretty consistent. Where, like, the whole playthrough is 80 FPS. So that is cool. You just need a 120Hz 4K TV to also, you know, make that work. 1, 2. This doesn't feel great. I think that maybe it'd be worth it if I could somehow upgrade a shield breaker to the part where it gets like 2 flips. If I get it to that point, this could be good. I think we traded right there. I'm not sure. We might have traded shots. That's okay. Like, look at how little damage it does to the shields. And, mind you, I have the freaking shield destruction gear on. It's still not doing that much damage to the shields. Pretty underwhelming. 1, 2, and 3. Aw, man, I almost died there. It's pretty risky business. Just because I was early. Five string, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, and 5. Even just like the charge up takes a long time until you upgrade it. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I'm dead, actually. Alright. Yeah, no, it doesn't feel good. Let's just change this again. I'll buy another SP initializer. I'll buy like 2 of them. I'm just buying these. I'm so close to getting that one more SP, but that's fine. Alright, so I have given up on this completely. That feels terrible. I'm gonna go back to my usual beta chain strategies. And I guess I would just get Rush. Huh. I would normally just get Rush, yeah. What if I just get this? Recharge even more energy when an attack lands? Yeah. Is that better than this? Yeah, I think so. Or I could go for counter 2. That could be getting too cute. That could be getting way too cute. Nah, I'll just get this. Alright. Let's go back to Old Faithful. Beta chain. And I have also got combo attack enhancement, shield destruction, so pretty good. Just obviously low damage. That's the nature of the playthrough. Both connected, that's awesome. They're only one connected. That's why I was kind of hesitant on even using beta chains. Rather, that's why I was receptive to, okay, let's try out, you know, let's try out Shield Breaker. But nah. 1, 2. Almost through this first set of shields. Don't run away from me, damn it. 1. Blink. There's the shield break. Big jump. Honestly, just doing the triplet is not bad. Just a raw, unleveled triplet. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, hang on, I almost died there. 1, 2, delay, and 3. Nice. One and 2. Those attacks whiffing is unfortunate. 1, 2. This looks much faster, but damn, everybody's a tank on NG hard, yeah. For real, and you know, it doesn't get easier until I get my shotgun. Once we get our shotgun, it gets much more normal-ish. So I feel like the difficulty is all front-loaded. Just these first few fights are long, but then after this, I mean, like, I feel like Stalker goes a lot faster. And you know, by the time we get to the end game, it's basically like a normal playthrough. Pretty much. Five string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump and 5. One, 2. One. Okay. So maybe one more retribution and that'll be the fight, probably. Actually, no, we should kill him before the next retribution, I think. Ooh, maybe if I let that rocket, we would have gotten it. 1, 2, and 3. One, 2, delay, and 3. Okay. 1 and 2. Damn you, why would you run away like that? Come on, man. Okay, give me a 5 string. Wake up 5 string. 1 and 2. Alright, give me a 3 string. Alright, don't give me a 3 string. Alright, give me a 2 string into a blink. Alright, I almost died right there. That would have been funny. And by funny, I mean just tragic. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was considering I could get counter 2. Counter 2 buffs your melee damage temporarily right after you do the counter 2. However, my favorite follow-up, traditionally, my favorite follow-up for that attack would be a rush chain. I would beta chain a rush chain 1, which is where you do, you know, rush and then hold triangle. But I don't really want to research that so early. Granted, I can just use an SP initializer, but I don't know. That device is just slow. Uploaded the glitch video. Nice. Cool. I'm assuming you put it in the bugs and glitches channel. But hopefully that helps somebody. Anyway, the whole reason I felt like testing routing is for this part coming up. After Altess, at the very end of Altess Levoire, I should have enough resources to upgrade my Eagle Eye Exospine to the 3rd tier. So hopefully we do have that. By the way, I'm not drinking water, as you can see. I have this was like a sweet tea. It looks like somebody who was really dehydrated pissed in my cup, but I swear this is sweet tea. And it was pretty good. I've never had the sweet tea from McDonald's, but yeah, it was not bad. A little bit too sweet. I'd probably recommend, unless you really love sweet, I'd recommend diluting it a little bit with water. Generally, whenever I get tea from anywhere, I like diluting it a bit. Like if I go to Costco and I get the brisk iced tea, I will go like half and half, or like 60-40. Just because straight up, it's crazy sweet. It's unbelievable. And what's insane is that I used to drink that. I used to drink brisk iced tea, which is like a sweet tea. I would drink it undiluted as a kid. What the hell was I doing, man? Why did my parents let me drink that? No wonder I was like bouncing off the walls everywhere. Okay. So we got a little bit of dialogue here. 10-year-old you loved ultra sweet tea, but now you also need to dilute it. Yeah, seriously, it's just too much. It's way too much. And also I want to... I mean, depending on if you have the capacity to do it, it feels like you're getting so much value if you take like a full cup of tea and then you split it up into 2 cups for maybe you and your girlfriend or something, or maybe your boyfriend, and then you guys each dilute it to whatever your preferred amount is. And then it's like you got 2 drinks for the price of 1. Never drank tea? Oh, damn. Yeah, I like tea. Because I don't drink soda, so if I'm gonna get, like, if I ever get a drink from a restaurant, it'll be like some kind of tea. Any kind of like mango, peach tea, I'm into. I dig that. Tea equals dishwater? Wait, what? Is that what you guys call it over there? In Finland? Coffee is where it's at? Oh, right. Coffee guy. You're like my fiance then. She loves coffee. She loves her iced coffee, extra ice. I don't drink coffee. Never been a coffee person. Never been a caffeine person, to be honest. And, yeah. Not just because of, like, I don't really care, like, about staining my teeth. I don't like the smell. I mean, actually, sorry, I love the smell. I just, you know, working with people who drink coffee and then, like, coffee breath. Ugh. No, thank you. So, like, if you drink coffee, you gotta, like, brush your teeth. You gotta brush it right after, you know? That's way too much work for me. But I do love coffee smell. Like, if I ever walk past a cafe, it smells amazing. None of that Starbucks sugar stuff either. That is also dishwater. I really like this term dishwater, you know? Because in baseball, I hear some of the personalities that I listen to, they say dog water a lot to describe something that is, you know, that sucks. And so if something is, you know, not preferable, they call it dog water. But dishwater, like the kind of, it's like a European spin on what I guess is more of an American slang. Dog water. I kind of like that. Dishwater. That's cool. I'm going to start saying dishwater. Dude, I'm going to start calling dishwater dishwater. Because that stuff is dishwater. You were addicted to coffee in your late teens, but you eventually grew up. So you've kind of tapered off. You know, I guess what it really is for me is dependency. The fear of dependency Like the greatest fear I have in life is dependency. Which, you know, you can read into that however you want, but like this is why I don't drink alcohol and why I don't smoke. I don't take any kind of stimulants or anything. Because the thought of becoming dependent on something is like horrible to me. I am so scared of that. I would never want that to happen. So I guess the same is true for coffee, because you know, like watching my dad growing up, my dad always drinks coffee in the morning. And I was like, what the hell? What if you just don't have your coffee? And he's like, oh, I don't function without my coffee. Obviously, he wouldn't say that. He would say it in Spanish, but, you know. I think that watching cartoons as a kid and seeing parents portrayed as, like, dysfunctional without coffee, like watching Rugrats. There's that episode of Rugrats where Tommy's dad, Stu, what happens? I think that Angelica drinks all the coffee or something. And he's just like, what? He just goes ballistic. He totally flips out. And I was like, damn. Can you really get that addicted to coffee? So I guess that really influenced me during my formative years when I was growing up, because I was like, I don't want to be like that. I don't know. It's probably one of the reasons I became scared of dependency. So, but I respect you know, coffee makers. Like, I've seen people, it's funny because, like, you know, I don't drink alcohol, I don't drink coffee, but I've watched on YouTube, there's some great kind of like ASMR channels of just like bartenders and baristas just making coffee and making drinks. And I like watching them, especially there's like this Japanese guy I watch, and he just makes drinks, and it's really cool seeing the process. And, you know, the same is true for making like lattes and espresso. It's like, it's so precise. Like if you go down the rabbit hole of getting a fancy espresso machine, dude, you can go crazy. There's so many doodads you can get. There's like little, like, you know how, it's not called sifting, but there's like, after you put the coffee into your espresso cup thing to then put it into the espresso machine, there's like something you can get to like kind of aerate it slightly so that it's not so packed in there. There's all sorts of little doodads and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So for anybody who likes to get into, like, deep into the craft of any given subject, you know, the same is true for like car detailing. I'm big on car detailing, and you know, car detailing is an infinite rabbit hole as well. There's always something better, and you know, it's funny because before the information age, when you found something that was good and that worked for you, you would just use it, and that was just the thing that you used, and you would use it for years. And I still feel that way. I'm still using car products that like maybe like people that are super in the know wouldn't use anymore. They might have moved on from, but I still have good success with, you know, older stuff. It's just not like, it's not like the formula has changed, you know, the stuff still works, but now there's just like slightly better stuff. And so it's crazy to see that constant progression of products in general. You drink about around 5 cups of coffee during the workday? Damn. 5 cups of coffee during the workday? On weekends, you just drink 1 cup in the morning to avoid a headache. I think you would qualify as dependent. But hey, if you enjoy it, you know, if it's not actually like detrimental, I don't know. I mean, coffee is a diuretic though, right? So you probably gotta urinate a lot. Wait a minute, where am I going? Wait, am I going the right way? No, yes I am. Hold on, sorry. I grab those 2 chests, then I come over to Kaya, then I run back, and then I go to the tetrapod and I grab the other chest. Hey Nopi, thank you for tuning in, man. Good to see you, dude. Go Padres. All of that sounds like too much work for a cup of coffee. You don't get the appeal of Starbucks? Too sugary and way expensive. It's even more sweet here in India than in America, and it's insane as most people prefer normal tea that costs a few cents. I know that in different countries, like, chocolate tastes different. Like, I know that, is it Hershey's? I forget what it is, but, since you mentioned it being different in India, I know that, like, for example, I'm pretty sure it's Hershey's products. They use, like, a different kind of chocolate in Canada than in the United States. And so there's different taste there. And, you know, I tried it once and I was like, oh, I guess this tastes different, but I don't know. I would have needed to try them back to back, but I did when I was in Canada at one point during like a layover. I tried like a candy there. And I was like, oh, Canadian chocolate. You realized you couldn't work without it, so you slowly got off of it. Now you can work fine without it while all your coworkers suffer if they don't get it. Nice. Well, I'm happy for you, Magic. Yeah, at my, like a couple jobs ago when I worked in an office, I would make espresso for everybody. And they were so dependent on it. It's funny because like during that time, you know, I was making espresso every day for them, twice a day actually. So I learned how to make espresso, and you know, it was fun making it because I just liked the process. And you know, I would taste it. I thought it tasted pretty good. Although granted, I couldn't really drink too much of it because it was like insane amount of caffeine. But you know, I would take shots of it sometimes just to like, you know, I guess like make sure that I was doing a good job. And I did like the flavor of it. It was just pure espresso with like a little bit of sugar. I don't remember what the ratio was that we did, but yeah, during that time I had some caffeine, and you know, I don't miss drinking it. When I stopped working there, or that was for a period, I kept making it like the entire time that I worked there, but I only drank it for a little while because then I was like, I don't need to be drinking this. I was just drinking it out of like, damn, this tastes good. So I think what I just like is coffee flavor. And it's true, I do love coffee flavor. If I ever can get coffee flavored ice cream, I really enjoy coffee ice cream. Coffee and peanut butter ice cream mixed together, those two things they complement each other so well. Coffee flavored tea, is that a thing? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I guess it could be a thing. Why not? Okay, I might have enough for my third gear slot. I don't know. Let's see. First of all, get this, this, and then this. Oh, I did perfect. It worked out beautifully. That's all I wanted. Now we can go over here, grab my ammo. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do, I got all the chests that I normally would. In 807, in the parking tower, oh damn it, I might have missed one. Oh shoot, I think I did miss one. Let me see if I can actually... Oh no, his tetrapod is broken, damn it. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna go through up to the end of Altess, and I'm gonna see if I have enough nano elements. I want to see if this routed out perfectly. Oh, you were joking? Seriously, hope it's not real? I wouldn't be surprised though. You can pretty much get anything flavored like anything. Tried crammed Fanta one time. Surprisingly good. Cra Med, maybe? I don't know what flavor that is. But Fanta is a Pepsi product, isn't it? Pretty sure it's a Pepsi product. I remember their commercials growing up. They had really catchy commercials. It's like, wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna? But, yeah. Not a soda drinker, so... I just know they were fruity. They were fruity flavored. Oh, it is a Coca-Cola product? Oh. Never mind. I'm sure this chest spawns enemies. It doesn't? I'm in combat though, so... Probably not reliable to pick that up. Anyway, I was gonna say, in Eidos 7, the chests that I picked up are the one that drops the combo gear, the one right after Abaddon, on the top floor of the parking tower, and then the one next to those two enemies that killed me earlier, when you run around the... Like when you run all the way around, next to the robot that drops the drone upgrade modules, there. I got that one. What I might have missed is the chest right after the dozer that you assault kill. Now that particular dozer, I think I normally would grab that chest, but I think I skipped it. Aw, man. So I might be slightly short. I might be slightly short. Hey, Emil. Alright, bye, Emil. Oh, you know what I should have... Oh, whoops. I didn't get Infinite Rush, but that's not a big deal. I would definitely get Infinite Rush if this were a normal run. Bam. I wasn't running there, so the enemies might catch up to me. Hopefully they don't, but let's see. Normally this takes 6 or 7 seconds. And exit combat. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so maybe it was slightly slower than usual. Either way, I got my eagle eye. I'm going to put that on right away, just so I don't forget. And at this time, I would do all my menuing. So I will menu my exospine and my double-edged gear. Bam, and then bam. Okay. It's just fun to, with white cream on top. Oh, okay, cream. I gotcha. Interesting. Cream soda is another thing. Cream soda is something that I thought sounded so cool when I would hear, like, when I would watch TV shows and, you know, it's like an American Family, and they would talk about cream soda. Cream soda and, like, ice cream floats, they sounded so cool, but they're just so, like, whatever. I remember trying them and I was like, oh, this is like, I don't really, you know, this isn't any better, it's just soda, you know? With ice cream. That's not great. I mean, I don't see the appeal anyway. I guess if you love soda and you love plain ice cream, maybe it's pretty good. But if you don't like soda like me, the ice cream doesn't really make it better. It's kind of just still soda. I know cream soda isn't the exact same thing, but I don't like whipped cream either, and so it's kind of just like that. It's kind of just like when there's whipped cream in your dessert, and then it just like kind of waters down the dessert at the end. So that's why I don't really like whipped cream. I don't like the taste anyway. It just tastes like nothing to me. Just like empty calories. I think it depends on the brands. You went to some old-timey place, and their floats tasted super good. Well, if there is such thing as a really good ice cream float, that'd be a cool experience to have one day, but... One, 2, 3, 4, jump, and 5. 4 shots. And then retribution. They use like their own old-style brand of soda and ice cream, huh? Stop running away from me. One, 2, 3, 4, jump, and 5. Oh, we're out of ammo? I'll just kill her then. So for that fight, I think the plan is to just go 2 retributions. I guess. You know what's something I've never tried though, Magic, is I've never tried like a homemade soda. Like I've seen at some old-timey, like, it was a candy store. They make soda there for you, like they just do like the syrup and then mix in the carbonated water. Maybe that with ice cream would taste pretty good. But it's still just gonna taste like soda to me. What I don't like about soda is just the carbonation. To me, it's so gross because it just makes you burp and it doesn't go down smoothly. Like, I don't understand why anybody would like that. And if it's carbonated, I don't want it. Get that out of my face, you know? Now, I have a friend who is an avid, he's a Diet Coke loyalist. And, you know, he loves the carbonation. He's like, yeah, if it goes flat, not good anymore. And he's like, he tells me that's why the bottled Diet Coke is the worst one, because it holds carbonation the least. And in my head, I'm thinking like, damn, that one must be pretty good at least, because then you don't have to like have so much of the carbonation. But he's like, yeah, canned or fountain style is the best way. So in fact, like when if I was a kid having soda at like a family party or whatever, if it was flat, I would like it a little bit better. Because then I could just taste the sugary parts without the nasty carbonated parts. Oh, hello. There's my friend Nima right now. Hello, Blue Vader 2. So this is my avid Diet Coke loyalist friend who is like, I'm talking, he's obsessed. He's got like Diet Coke posters all over his wall. He knows about the entire foundation of like when Diet Coke started and like the political reasons for it and like all that. He's huge on like the history of Coca-Cola. And I think he owns a bunch of Coca-Cola stock, so it makes sense that he would be invested in it. I think it's like the only stock he owns. Anyway. That's kind of funny that you're here. It's only because I'm streaming at degenerate hours that you would even be here. So, that's awesome. Oh, damn it, I messed that up. That guy should have, kind of should have crawled towards me a little bit, but it's all good. Anyway, how are you doing, Mr. Blue Vader 2? Are you still playing Final Fantasy 12? For anybody here, if anybody else here has played Final Fantasy 12, if you have fought and beaten Yezamat, let me know how your experience went and how long it took you to beat them. Guess we should all find something we're as passionate about as their passion for Diet Coke. Yeah, no, seriously. He inspires me every day. Every single day. Alright. I will buy ammo at the last camp. Because you do want shotgun ammo. Of course. So we can take out our boy Maelstrom. No way. We were slow there. Alright. Okay, next up we got PlayStation Room. Ignore this guy. Not commenting on your Diet Coke consumption. Nice. Triangle, circle, X, square. X, square, triangle. Circle, X, square. Just saw a YouTube short about the oldest restaurant in the world. Been a thing since 1725? That's pretty old. I wonder how many times that restaurant has been renovated. I would guess at least 6 times. At least. Okay, now we're gonna run around. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm sure this skip still works on console, but I'll test it. It does. That's nice. Grab my drone upgrade module, pick that up. So I can upgrade my explosive shells. And then I'm just gonna ignore these dudes. Wow, those shadows look so much more rough on console, wow. That's one thing that is really, really, like, just crisp on PC. But again, I'm looking for this stuff now. It's only because I've played enough on PC now I can actually tell the difference. Still, not bad. Not bad. Okay, that was almost catastrophic. I'm going to turn this around 90 degrees. Now 180 degrees, and then a tiny bit more right there. A little bit more. Okay. You haven't replayed the PS5 version since the PC release? Me neither, until right now. Granted, I'm not doing a full playthrough though, no P. But I'm doing some routing testing. And actually, I'm really excited to check back on the stream to see if it still sounds like it should, because my whole motivation to stream at this hour was to test my video card. Sorry, my capture card. And the main test that I would use is the main menu of Catherine. You can tell on Stellar Blade 2, basically, the issue that I have is that audio will kind of be cut in half, like you'll miss out on some of the audio for some reason. So in particular, when Eve does like a full combo, you won't hear all of the sound effects. And I can tell immediately, but then it's worse. In some games, like when we played Clair Obscur, we were missing out on dialogue. I was like, what the hell? So obviously not really playable if you're missing out on dialogue. As someone without a PC, it looks fine to you. No, it does look good, I swear. It's just little things that once you've been spoiled on PC, you notice. But if you don't have PC, you know, comparison is the thief of joy, of course. But if you don't have that comparison to make, you're going to be very happy. Kill that guy. Turn around, kill these two. Kill the wall guy. Kill this guy. Run in between these two. Then grab their ammo. Okay. And we've got all of our ammo back. I forget... You forget, but am I participating in GDQ or just commentating? I'm just commentating. So in about 1 week, I will be flying out to GDQ. So the event, I believe, is Monday through Friday. But I'm just arriving Thursday at midnight, pretty much. So late Thursday. And I'm just doing my one commentary Friday early in the morning. And then I'm leaving that afternoon. So that's the plan. And I'm very excited. Here, if you're quick, you can just press the button. Okay, but that's the last set of nano elements. If everything worked out perfectly, I should have enough to upgrade my Eagle Eye. And I'll be maxed out going into the boss fight. Yeah, it should be fun. In fact, I need to set up a little progress bar. I want to, while we're streaming, I want to, like, you know, slightly advertise that, like, hey, I'm going to GDQ if you want to fundraise me. If you want to help, you know, pay for the flight there and stuff. Because the expenses are not much. It's 250 bucks. So the flight was $100 because I got the cheapest flight possible. And then registration was 150, so in total 250. So if I can raise that, that'd be amazing. Granted, don't have much time to raise it, but we'll try to anyway. So on tomorrow's stream, I'll probably just have like a little, I'll try to figure out a little fundraiser progress bar and just link to my donation link, which is just the same link from my description, but we'll see. You were so preoccupied you couldn't comment earlier, but preferring your drinks flat over carbonated is like listening to music without bass. You ever think you're the weird one not liking carbonated? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's obviously, soda's obviously a popular beverage. I just really don't like it, you know? And the main point of contention for me is that carbonation, which is just so nasty to me. But I acknowledge its popularity. So, I mean, obviously, people out there like it. Okay, do I have enough elements? Let's see. Do I have the nanos required? I do. This is fantastic. In fact, I overshot it by a lot. I have so many more than I need. So actually, I could probably skip one of the chests, but it's good to have a little bit extra. Because I'm going to upgrade the Suppression Exospine later in the playthrough anyway. But yeah, that's awesome. And then I can go for this. Explosive shells. I would go for explosive shells in Matrix. And then if I wanted level 2 overcharge, let me think. Is that at all worth getting? Sometimes I use overcharge to take out hives, which have a lot of health. But, you know, it's not like critical. I would need to route getting 2 more drone upgrade modules, which I could probably do. Yeah, so actually it would be worth doing a full playthrough of this. Anyway, let's buy some ammo. Yeah, the reason that we do all of that, the reason that I stress so much over getting my nano elements there is because this fight without a maxed out Eagle Eye really kind of sucks. It really kind of sucks. But now, we'll get some ammo back. Every time it says +1, we're getting ammo back. And so this fight goes from being tedious to really efficient. Two, 3. That guy tried to explode and actually hurt me. Don't like that at all. Oh, I died? Not great. I'm surprised that hit me so fast. That projectile was, like, faster than I expected. Also, I didn't even buy any WB pumps. Normally, we'd at least have one. Wow. But yeah, how that fight would go if I didn't upgrade my Eagle Eye is I would run out of shotgun ammo. And then as soon as you run out of shotgun ammo, you're just... Obviously, you only have slug, really. And with only slug ammo, it's slow. Because you gotta wait for the enemies to spawn in, and then you gotta kill the enemies to get their ammo, and it's just a whole disaster. In fact, I ran out of slug. Not even trying to. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're really close now. In fact, we might just kill him during this next cycle before he reveals his weak point again. Alright, one more weak point cycle. You heard I had to dodge something there. One of the body bags exploded around me, and they can still hurt you even during that cutscene, so... Okay. Alright, so I'm very happy with that. I didn't go... Alright, that's good. I got good information. I didn't do the whole roundabout path in the Wasteland, which I used to do. So in my old PB, the PB that you see right here, the 350-220, I took a whole different path in the Wasteland. And I don't gotta do all that. It's so unnecessary. How often do I replay Stellar Blade? I mean, we play through it once a week at least. Because whenever I stream the game, pretty much I'll do a playthrough of it. So yeah, once a week. You finish the game over 7 times, but you're scared to do more playthroughs and then hate the game. What are my thoughts? I would say just keep playing it until you... While you're enjoying it, just keep playing it. I think it's a little silly to be scared to keep enjoying something. Not to mention, I think that you'll notice the signs of like, oh, I'm getting kind of tired of this before they set in completely. So it's probably, I think it's probably kind of progressive, where you might notice, I don't feel like it today. That's probably your first sign that you're getting burnt out. And if that's happening, but like you still want to play Stellar Blade, just try playing in a different way. So I have found that I have not felt any burnouts because I play in a lot of different ways. A lot. So like we've done a lot of different challenge runs. You know, playing through with different stipulations always keeps it fresh. And so I think I've done like 60 or so playthroughs, maybe 70 at this point, but I don't feel burnt out. You know, but I also don't play it every day. We play it like twice a week at the most. So at the very most, we'll do 2 Stellar Blade streams each week. So, you know, going into our... You know, we've been playing the game for almost 2 years now. And I still got challenge runs that I want to do, so there's still a lot more that I want to do. But that's what I think. I think that if you start to get burnt out, just notice, and then either take a break, or play differently. Because, you know, obviously why I love this game so much is it's very replayable, because it's just like the perfect length, it's not too long. It's like the perfect, it's like a Resident Evil game. It's like the perfect length where it's easy to replay over and over, and you can play through it in so many different ways that it stays fresh and fun. And obviously the gameplay has to be satisfying, so having that nice, satisfying gameplay makes it easy to replay without feeling burnt out. Not to mention the soundtrack keeps it amazing as well. I mean, if I didn't love the music so much, I wouldn't have started streaming this game, probably, and I wouldn't have replayed it so many times. Okay, now I'm going to go back to Eidos 7 to check on one thing. But I think we're done with our test. Back to Xion. I want to see if I grab that chest by that dozer. I gotta know. It's gonna bug me. This is the first game you platinumed without ever realizing that you platinumed it? Hell yeah. That's awesome. So it just popped up, like, I guess I'm sure you noticed when the platinum trophy popped up though, right? But then you were just like, oh, that was the last one? Huh, nice. That's how you know you're enjoying a game, when you don't notice the time passing by, and when you aren't tracking trophies. Because yeah, pretty much everything is natural progression. That's what I really like about how they did the trophy list. All the achievements, there's no annoying achievement. Like, you know how annoying it would have been if you had to track down every single databank entry? Because, you know, there's so many of them. I mean, the closest thing to, like, an annoying achievement is just getting all of the camps, but I think that just from exploring, just from natural exploration, you're going to get all of them. So it's, like, not... And it's not that many. It's, like, 67, I think. Meanwhile, databanks, there's over 200. I think there's, like, 250 or something. So if you had to get all those, and you had to, like look up a guide and like find the location of each one, that'd be kind of tedious. Even the fishing it's not fully required to do all the fishing. You only got to get like 20 out of the 25 fish for the trophy. So really good achievements. Really good stuff. Nothing too grindy. Okay, now we're not going to go to Matrix. There's no point. I'm going to go to Eidos 7, test my thing out, make sure I got that chest or not. If I got it or not is not really going to change my route. I just want to know. I want to know. Speaking of trophies, I think I have like exactly 999, I think I noticed earlier. Yeah, I have 999. Oh, it's covered, but... Oh my gosh, wait, that's not... Okay, this one. 999. So I'll try to keep that as long as possible, so that I don't break past 1,000. I want to leave it on 999 as long as possible. Just because to me it's kind of amusing. Wait a minute, I can't skip the dialogue here? Has that always been like that? I can't skip this dialogue? Huh. I guess. Damn, I can't remember. I must just instinctively mash through dialogue, so don't even think about it, but... It's also the first time you played multiple times is because of your ADHD. You're usually a one and done. I guess I'm usually similar to one playthrough. But all my favorite games I replay a bunch. Yay, we got double jump. Okay. And with that, we can finally fast travel to anywhere. I have one destination in mind. Alright. Adam? No, I don't want to go to Matrix 11, Adam. Shush. Travel to another region. 807. And earlier when I was testing out HDR, you know, I wasn't really that impressed. The game looked very fine in HDR. I still prefer it in SDR. So, I don't know. Maybe it's possible that I'm not setting up my screen as good as possible. Like, maybe there's a better way to set up the brightness and all that to make it look better. But I was just like, I don't know, this doesn't look as great as it does in SDR. So I didn't prefer it. Meanwhile, the other games that I've tried out in HDR, like I tried Resident Evil 4 in HDR and it looks awesome. So I did prefer that. But not Stellar Blade. So I did get that one. Bam, I know I got that for sure. Ignore all these guys. Okay, and then over here, this is the main chest I was worried about. Whoa, that was crazy. I wonder if you can do a blink while you're platforming. I did grab it. Okay, so yes, I did get this chest. This is the one I wasn't sure about. Now I know. Now I know. Alright. Well, that's the stream. I'm done testing. You usually play New Game Plus if it's available. Although often it's required for 100% trophies, so you can't help it. You want trophies more than caffeine. That is hardcore. And I can appreciate the dedication. The dedication is impressive. Okay. The reason I'm booting up Catherine right now is to test a specific audio thing.
Enjoy the story by taking control of our tormented main character. Enjoy difficult challenges.
Yeah, it's working. Okay. Nice. So when my capture card is not working correctly, that particular the dialogue you hear on the main menu would be inaudible. It's completely, you can't hear it at all. So, but it's working, which is a great sign. So I guess my capture card is working, huh? I guess the firmware that they sent me is legit. Nice. I'm happy about that. But yeah, that's my test. This stream, pretend it never happened. Probably gonna unlist it right after. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll be back in roughly 12 hours or so to do our... We're gonna continue our fun New Game Plus playthrough on PC, of course. What capture card am I using? I'm using an Elgato 4KX. Is the capture card I bought last March when this demo came out. Good night, mate. Good night to you guys as well, and good afternoon and good evening and good morning to everybody in other time zones. So I appreciate you guys. Ah, Catherine, you remember when it was... You remember it when you were in high school. This game's awesome. Yeah, Catherine is great. I played this on PS3 originally. It was nice. It was a great playthrough. Great game to play through with your fiance, or you can play through it with your girlfriend or boyfriend. It's a great couple game, just because of the like the questions that it asks you. It's a lot of good morality stuff. So that game's fantastic. Happy New Year, everybody! I'm getting a new tattoo tomorrow, so starting the year right. Hell yeah, Roke. That's exciting, dude. Sick. Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. I guess by the time I start streaming later, it'll be pretty much New Year time. It'll be 2026 in Europe, I guess. No, I'll be a little bit early. Either way, I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good morning, night, evening, afternoon. Peace.